They voluntarily agreed to give him $6 million. Okay, it wasn't voluntarily, it was with some arm twisting. Let me share with you why they actually gave him $6 million voluntarily. Come join me for a moment as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney practicing law here in the state of New York. This was a young gentleman, and the defense knew as we were getting closer to trial that they had absolutely no defense whatsoever. I knew that they had no defense, and here's one of the key reasons how I knew that. As we approach trial, we are obligated to notify our adversaries, our opponents, of the experts we have hired to come in and support our claim. Likewise, if the defense has hired medical experts to come in and support the defense, claiming that nothing was done wrong and that my client's injuries are not a result of the doctor's medical care, now they have to tell me about who they're bringing in. They have to tell me about the credentials of each expert, just like I have to do with them. But I knew, as we were getting closer to trial, that even though I had provided information to the defense about our experts, I didn't hear a peep. I didn't hear a single word, not a single document, telling me that they had hired and retained a medical expert who could support their defense. And I knew from conversations I had had with the attorneys that there was absolutely no way they could defend this case. So once I knew that, then the entire focus shifted to how much compensation this patient was going to receive as a result of the improper medical care he got at this particular hospital in New York. In our case, this gentleman was a young man. He was 37 years old. And a doctor failed to timely and properly read an EKG when he went into an emergency room complaining of massive chest pain. And the doctor looked at it and said, he's absolutely fine. He's got no problem whatsoever. It turned out that emergency room doctor was 100% incorrect. He misread the EKG, the electrocardiogram. And as a result of that, my client went 3 months without getting the definitive care and treatment that he needed, which would have been send him off for additional testing, send him for an angiogram to visualize the cardiac arteries, and once they realized that his arteries were clogged, they could have done a triple bypass, or even before that, they could have attempted to open them up with stents using balloon angioplasty. But as a result of this emergency room doctor's failure to properly read and interpret an EKG, my client never got that opportunity. And as a result, 70% of his heart was killed off when he had a massive heart attack. That's why the defense voluntarily, with some arm twisting, paid this gentleman $6 million to settle his case. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you an idea of what went on in one particular case involving a failure to timely diagnose and treat heart disease in a young gentleman. You know, I realize you're watching this because you have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit but you have legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.